Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Aaron. I am the Brick Scavenger. I am a huge adult fan of Lego, and today begins my project of creating a 6-foot table dedicated strictly to Star Wars Endor. I want to have a ginormous Ewok village with tons of Ewoks all over the place. Should be a lot of fun. This will be a multi-part video series, so this is part one. Thanks for being here. Let's get started. All right, guys, so here I am with my first Ewok village. This I've had in my collection for a long time. It's been a long time since I built it, but this is sort of what inspired me to create a humongous Ewok village. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna try to recreate as much of this as I can out of random spare parts I have lying around. That way I've kind of got 2 Ewok villages to start, and I can re-familiarize myself with some of the building techniques and then go from there. And from there, I'll build a bunch of trees and more Ewok stuff and things like that. I am far from the greatest Lego builder in the world, but I thought it would be fun to take you for a tour of start to finish my adventure building an Ewok village. So thanks for being here. This will be a multi-part video. This is part one. I'll update you more in a few hours on how things are going. All right, guys, just a quick update on how my build is going. I've got the directions in the background, but because they're digital, it is very hard to distinguish the colors. And searching for the specific pieces to make an exact replica is turning out to be wildly time-consuming and painful. So basically, I'm just winging it now. I'm building a tree to add to the Endor MOC, just kind of winging it, free building. I've got all my parts over here, my various browns and tans surrounding me here. And I'm just winging it. So that's more fun anyway. So here we are trying to expand on the Endor MOC. I have got the directions there to help me a little bit, but honestly, I'm pretty much ignoring them. I've got a Leg Bros shows on whatnot in the background. Super fun. Quick update for you. Hopefully we'll get a tree added to the Endor MOC here. The Ewok village is coming along nicely. Okay, so this is taking a lot longer than I thought. My initial vision was I wanted to have a tree that was taller than all the other trees in the official Ewok village so that I could put it in the back, sort of close to the wall, have some depth in this thing. Obviously, it needs a bunch more foliage on it, stuff like that, maybe a bridge connecting to the other ones, maybe a rope ladder. But, you know, having fun with it. We sort of went to level 1 there. And then we went to level 2 and then just kind of kept climbing. Up here, we're gonna have kind of 2 entrances to, I don't know what this will be in here, a little bedroom or hangout or whatever. But should be fun. We're gonna put some foliage up on top. I think this one will probably be a pretty full tree. We'll get some more foliage on here. But man, this takes a lot longer than I thought. Super fun, but this Ewok village is gonna take a long time. All right, guys, so nothing earth-shattering here, but as you're building trees, if you've ever struggled, I know I struggle a lot with this, as ridiculous as it sounds, like how do you get leaves to stick together without being really fragile and just kind of falling apart? You know, you kind of build a web of these things. It's super fragile, it falls apart a ton, it can be very frustrating. Just working with this Ewok MOC, it reminded me of something as simple as just taking a lightsaber blade in a dark color. If you slide that through the leaves, it'll help lock them together. So I know it's nothing earth-shattering, but it's just something that I hadn't thought of. And so if you're building trees and you want the leaves to stay together a little bit better, something as simple as this will just keep them together for you. If you use a dark color, it'll help to blend into the trees. And if you want spacers, you can use, this is what they do in the Ewok village, they just use 1x1 round brown bricks, and it can be, a little spacer in between some of them so that they'll stay together a little bit better, but kind of also be spaced out. They almost have a little bit of a, that brown gives it a little bit of a branch feel. So anyway, as you're having fun building your trees, consider stocking up on those rods. Specifically, the shorter ones work a little better. I think those are the length 3 instead of the length 4. But think about that, because it will certainly help get your leaves to stick together a little bit better. And then once you've done that, you know, the leaves, they fall right off of there. You know, they'll easily fall off there. So my recommendation to you then would be to get your hands on, let's see if I can find one real quick here. Here's one. These little, I don't know what these are technically called. I call them like arches, but they're 1x2 and they're just kind of like a plate separated. They can be used to help kind of lock in the leaves so that they'll stay on branches. Works pretty well. All right, guys. Well, I'm done for today. Ran out of time. This was super fun. I managed to complete, well, I shouldn't even say complete. I managed to work on one tree today. It's going to need a lot more foliage in it, but I wanted to have at least one tree that's a lot taller than anything that normally comes in the Ewok village. So here's kind of what I worked on. This is my sort of MOC to add to it. We've got a big ladder there. Got this, I can't decide how I feel about this fence. I think I'm gonna have to work on the fence some more. I am far from a stellar builder, guys, but man, is this fun. So anyway, what I'm hoping is that this will blend in nicely with the rest of the Ewok village here. If I bring this over, bring it over like this. Whoops, I just knocked one of these off. But here's the Ewok village now. And we've got a taller one. I think that's pretty good, actually. We'll put some more foliage in there, make it a lot more lush, but I think it blends in pretty nicely. So there you go. Day one of the Ewok Village MOC. We're done for today. Much more to come. Stay tuned. Subscribe and like if you'd like to see me progress on my ginormous Ewok Village. Thanks for tuning in.